So let's go over to our example and just try adding these properties. Now I'm going to inspect this element to open up DevTools, and then so I can see this entire vertical space, I'm going to separate this out into a different window by clicking that icon. And we'll move this over to the left, put the developer tools to the right. Okay, so here's our container here, div slideshow. We've set a height on it, which is important for this. And let's set a display. So we'll go display flex. And then the second property was align items, and we'll do center. And notice that when we do that, we get vertical alignment to the center. Notice that in this first slide, there's more space at the top than there is on the bottom. If we looked a little bit more carefully at what's going on over here, we'd see that the div slideshow contains everything. And then there's an unordered list here, slides, that contains all of the list items. And this unordered list is going to be as big as is needed in order to fit the biggest slide or the biggest LI in it. So as it moves to the next item, let's go there, you can see that the list items fit within it. Now it might be a little bit easier to demonstrate this if we changed the content of these slides to be more significantly different. So let's go over here to the content in our editor, and I'm going to remove a bunch of text from the first slide, and I'll add a bunch of text to the second slide. That way we can see the vertical differences more easily. Okay, and I'll refresh. Now I'll need to apply these styles again. So again, we're adding display, flex, and then align items, center. Okay, so as we move through these, you can see that as a whole, they're centered in the slideshow, but there's a vertical centering going on too with varying height content within the slides themselves. So the header is aligned as we switch between the two slides. It doesn't move, and then the content stretches down below it. So what we'll need to do is add another Flexbox here for our unordered list. So let's select this unordered list, and then we'll change the element style here, and we'll call it display flex. And then just like before, we'll align items center. And if you were looking, you can see that it's more aligned with the forward and back buttons. And now when we go to the next slide, you can see that this is centered as well in the middle. So we just needed 2 layers of flex boxes in order to get this vertical alignment to work properly.